What's up, gamers? Well, okay, we're not all gamers here because we're not playing games tonight. I'm sorry. 1 second. Sorry, I'm dying. What's up? How we doing tonight? We're gonna be voting in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I almost missed it because I was gone last week when they dropped these, which is fine. You know what? We're gonna switch. Let's switch here for a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna be voting in the Anime Awards tonight. It's gonna be sick. Much like I have been for the past couple weeks. Okay, so I haven't streamed in like what, a month? Hold on, let's fact check here real quick, chat. Let's fact check here. When was the last time I streamed? It was 3 weeks ago. It was the One Piece stream. Yeah, so it would have been almost a month ago. So yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've streamed. So here's the thing. I got really busy, and I was gonna stream the weekend after I did the One Piece stream, and then what ended up happening was I got sick. And then the weekend after that, I was out of town. I went to Canada, which was pretty sick. You'll hear about that a little more on the next episode of the podcast because I talked about it there. And then last weekend, I was out on a retreat with church. So I've been really busy. I've got a stretch here in April where I don't have anything on the weekends. So we should be back to normal streaming at least for a while. I'm going to try to bulk up some videos and just see how it all goes. I want ideally to do weekly videos in May. I want to try to get back to a point in the schedule where I can start doing weekly videos again, because I feel like the growth has not been as consistent with the bi-weekly videos. So I feel like I've stagnated just a little bit. So I might do like on and off weekly videos. So like weekly videos in May, bi-weekly in June, weekly in July, like keep that all balanced out. But tonight we're doing the Anime Awards. I see Max is in chat, John's in chat, Just Stormy, welcome to the chat. Max, I was not late. I pressed go live at 7:15 when I was supposed to. Okay. I did. Okay. I pressed start when I needed to. Also, I don't know if you guys can notice, I have a new camera, which thanks to all of your support at the channel, I had enough ad revenue to buy a brand new webcam, which this one is plugged into my computer, so we don't have to worry about the camera dying anymore. Which is great, because if you guys know, especially on the gaming streams when I'm going like long periods of time, I end up like having the battery will die. Like if you watch, I think it's Twilight Princess, it was during the final fight with Ganon. My camera died, and I had to like pause and be like, hold on, I gotta switch my camera ready. So this one is a webcam that is plugged directly into the, it's plugged directly into the computer, so it pulls power from the computer, so it will not need any new batteries. So that's incredible. But yeah, that was all paid for with ad revenue, and that's what your support does. Super chats, memberships, like the whole 9 yards. That's what it all goes to, is just, oh, I need a new camera, oh, I need to pay my editor, like, all that stuff. That's what it goes towards. So it just covers the expenses of the channel, which is great. So John Bass, I was at the beach this week with my family. Got to watch my kids catch their first fish. That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty neat. I wish I liked the beach more. I really don't. I'm a big anti-beach connoisseur. I don't know. There's something about the beach that I'm like, I can't do it. I wish I could, but I can't. So, all right. Also, since last stream, I'll pull this up real quick. We're gonna look at the back end real quick. It has been a year, if we look at the back end here, if we look at the back end, this short right here, ignore this one. That doesn't matter. That was an old video. It was dumb. And I can't play it for you because it has copyrighted music in it. But my first video I did back, which was me talking about My Hero Season 7, was April 6th. So I've been at this whole Christian AniTuber journey for over a year now. And hit 4,000 subscribers on April 6th, 2025. So that was such a big God thing where it was like, wow, we've come full circle in over a year, which is incredible. That, like, 4,000 subs in a year, I don't think I've ever done that on a YouTube channel, like, ever. Even when I was doing my, like, Lego channel a while back, I never, like, hit 4,000 subs in a year, which is crazy. So, and it's kind of surreal to look back on, like, all the videos I've put out, like, all these shorts and all the, like, main videos and stuff. Like, it's just incredible. The amount of stuff that I've been able to do and the way God has just absolutely blessed this channel and given me all of the things I need, like an incredible community and an editor and video ideas and the whole shebang. And, like, we're still going. We're going to keep going. We're not stopping anytime soon. So we're going to keep, I'm working on I'm going to try something new with YouTube Shorts. I got some great video scripts in the works right now. You guys will actually get to vote on what video comes out next, because I just finished the My Hero Toxic Fandom. So that'll be out in 2 weeks, and you guys get to pick the video that comes out after that. So that poll's going up tomorrow, because I was like, I don't know what I want to start. So I'm like, I kind of want to work on all of these videos equally. So I'll let the audience pick, and then I'll work on that next week. So all exciting stuff. What's up? Golden's here. Let's go. We got 3 members in the chat tonight. That's crazy. All right. Enough pleasantries. Let's jump into what you're here for. And that is the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. So, this is also a full circle moment because the first stream I did on this channel was doing the Crunchyroll Anime Awards last year. So, real quick, does music sound okay? I probably should have asked that a while ago. I hope music sounds okay level-wise. But what we're going to be doing is you'd think, oh, we're going to start with Anime of the Year. No. We're going to work backwards. We're going to go Best Voice Artist Performance Japanese and then work our way backwards all the way up to Anime of the Year. So, some categories will go faster than others, and some will take longer. So, we'll see how this all goes. And let's just jump right into it. So, first up, Best Voice Artist Performance Japanese. I will say, I am pleasantly impressed by the changes they made to the Anime Awards this year, because usually when they do the Anime Awards, it's like this weird time frame of like October to October, and then you vote in January, which is how you end up. Like last year, we had like Chainsaw Man Season 1, which didn't even air anytime close to when we were actually voting. Like, it was almost 2 years old at that point, and they've changed it now so it's calendar year, so it's January to December. But this one includes, I think, October to October 2023 to December 2024. So that is that's what we got. So I'm pleasantly happy with that, and they added a couple new categories. And it looks like I've seen the Anime of the Year noms, and I think we finally got a year where a sequel season was not up for Anime of the Year. I might be wrong by the time we get there. Don't spoil it for me. I've tried to go into this very blind as to not let my opinions or not let myself be spoiled per se. So, Best Voice Artist Performance Japanese. What do we got here? Aoi Yuki, that is Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries. frieren. I wanted to watch this anime so bad. I just didn't have time. And then we have Momo, Marcel, and Okarun. Okay, so the problem is I haven't seen Apothecary or Brave Bang Bravern. So both of those are disqualified in my mind. And then all the rest of these I watched dubbed. So I kind of have no say. But I think I'm going to go with Natsuki Hane. Because I have heard Okarun's sub, and I really like Okarun's sub. So we're going to go with him for voice artist Japanese. All right. That's... Wait. What? Wait, hold on. Guys, tell me I'm not going crazy. If you go here, best voice artist performance Japanese is here. But then if you click in, it's here. What? Okay, it's whatever. Best voice artist performance English. Oh, dude, Alex Lee. Dude. Okay, AJ Beckles did good with Okarun. Mallory Rodock did good with frieren. I can't let my feelings on the anime itself. I think she did good. He did good. And I gotta go Alex Lee, bro. Sung Jin Woo, bro. I'm happy to see Solo Leveling here. That's crazy. Let's go. We also have to remember this is specifically season 1 of Solo Leveling, not season 2. Season 2 will be what's the word I'm looking for? Assumably will be in next year. Yeah, I gotta go with Alex Lee. He's incredible. Okay, there's Japanese. Okay, now we're on the right. Ooh, we got some good picks here. I haven't seen this one. This was an incredibly good ending. And that one was all right. Nobody, certified banger. Certified banger. Okay, I usually don't listen to One Republic. But the Kaiju number 8 opening and ending, certified banger. Like, it's good. It's good. Request is also really good, and Taidada is also a good song. This is hard. I gotta go with Nobody, because I feel like with the music, like, what am I turning on when I get in the car, or what am I turning on like when I'm trying to do housework or something? Nobody is one of the first things I turn on every time. So we gotta go Nobody. What's up, religious fanboy? Welcome. We're going through the Anime Awards. All right, what do we got next? Opening? Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. I haven't seen the One Piece one because I'm not all the way up to Egghead yet. We got 5 solid choices here. Like I said, Abyss is really good. Bling Bang Bang Born was my #1 song on Spotify last year. Fatal is another good one. Level's a good one. Dude, these are all so good. Okay. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm good. Reaching the end of the week, which is good. Hopefully getting a restful weekend in, but probably not because I got to help the fam move some stuff out of the garage tomorrow. So probably going to be doing that all day and then streaming tomorrow night again. This is hard. Is it just... It's opening sequence, so it's not necessarily opening song. So who had the best opening... Because opening song is a different... Right? The best anime song. Okay, so there's not a best opening song. So who here had the best opening? Creepy Nuts is 2 out of 6 of them. Thank you, Golden. That's true. Good for them. That's hard because you have to like can factor in visuals. I think visually, Fatal is my favorite of these openings visually, but it's not my favorite. Well, no, okay, I'm gonna go Fatal. I really like the visuals of this opening, and I think the song complements that very well. All these other openings are good, but Fatal is incredible. All right, working our way backwards. Best score. All right, what have I seen? Everything except Bleach. Okay, so dandadan had a good score. Frieren had a good score, but it wasn't like super memorable. Like I don't remember a ton of it. Look Back had a good score, but like again, I don't remember that one much. Solo Leveling, Hiroyuki Sawano. What a man. What a legend. Incredible music. But I feel like the music for Season 1, really the only thing you think of is Dark Aria Level 2. And I feel like Season 2 has a lot more notoriety in the soundtrack department. Demon Slayer! You already know what it is, bro. That final... Dude, the Demon Slayer score is good, but it gets, like, this season sold on the final episode. When they're, like, all getting sent into the Infinity Castle and stuff. That score, easy. Easiest vote of my life. Best anime song. Oh, so there is a... Okay. Well, thanks. I didn't know songs were different. Okay, so... Abyss... Bling Bang Bang Born, Fatal, Level, Otonoke, and The Brave. Oh, dude, Yoasobi. Here's the thing. The Brave is good, but I don't think it's, like, Yoasobi's best song. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a good song. It's an incredible song. But Yoasobi has made better music. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have other songs that are higher up on my favorite list. In terms of just song, I think I have to go Bling Bang Bang Born. That song's so good. Like, it's just such a vibe. It's such a bop. So I think we gotta go with that one. I think that's good. All right. Must protect at all costs character. I think Anya wins by default. So we got Anya. Frieren doesn't need us to protect her. Are you for real? Frieren walks out and, like, total demon death. Like, Frieren does not need us to protect her. Okarun, I mean, you could have picked a different character from dandadan. Yeah, you could have picked a different character from Delicious in Dungeon. I never finished Elusive Samurai. I feel like, for me, this is between Yuki and Anya. At least in my opinion. I think it's Yuki or Anya. I gotta go with Anya, bro. Anya's just like... She's just trying to be a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's just hanging out. She's just trying to be a kid. I like how it's like, these characters make the world feel like a kinder, more special place. Whether they're an earnest protagonist or a pure-hearted cinnamon roll. Frieren is neither of those things. Like, let's be so real. I mean, Frieren does make the world a better place because she kills all the demons. All right, best supporting character. Wow, we got a lot of multi-noms here. Fern, Himmel. Himmel, you're disqualified because you were dead for half the series. Can't vote Apothecary because I haven't seen it. Seiko, Senshi, and Turbo Granny. I mean, let's be so real. We gotta go Fern. Like, out of all of these, like, in terms of supporting character, I think Fern comes in clutch at number 1. Like, no contest. No contest. At least for me. That's how I feel about it. Best main character. Okay. Frieren, again. Kafka. Momo? Oh, yeah, they put both of them here. Momo and Okarun. Mao Mao and Jinwoo. Okay. This is hard. Best main character. Okay, so let me trim it down here. We're trimming it down to Okarun, Kafka, and Jinwoo. Okay? For me. I mean, okay, Frieren's good, but, like, here's the thing. Frieren is good. But I feel like she's not even the main character of her own series. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad take. So I have it to Jinwoo, Kafka, and Okarun. I like Kafka. But I feel like Kafka hasn't gotten to do all his super cool stuff because I've read the manga and I'm like caught up with the Kaiju number 8 manga now. And I feel like a lot of his more cool character development moments that really solidify him as the main character haven't happened yet. So now we're down to Okarun and Jinwoo. Momo is not the main character of Dandadan. I feel like they're co-main characters. That's why they're here together. I can't believe they didn't put Abby Trott up for her performance as Momo for Dandadan. Or like, okay, hold on. Before we do main character here, I just gotta go back. No My Hero Nam's here. No Lucy Christian for Uraraka, bro. No Justin Briner for Deku. Like, he locked in this season. I will forever be upset about that. Anyway, that's unrelated. Okay. Ocarina or Jinwoo. I'm on a solo leveling kick. We gotta go with Jinwoo. All right, best slice of life. This is my category here. Haven't seen it. Maka-ine. Oh, dude, thank God Maka-ine is in here. Good. I haven't seen that one. All right, it's not Nokotan. It's not Nokotan. Okay, end of story. I haven't seen Sound Infodium. Dangers of My Heart. Okay. Dangers of My Heart takes the cake. Maki-ine was good, but it's not like Dangers in My Heart Season 2. I feel like the Dangers of My Heart Season 2 has one of the best confession scenes in all of anime. At least the way it is in the anime. I don't know if that's how it is in the manga. But that's what it is. And then let me guess, the next one is, oh, it's drama, it's not romance. Okay. Sign of Affection. Isn't that a movie? I thought that was a movie. Frieren's a drama? Really? Convey something essential about the human experience. Oh. Okay, well, if that's the criteria, I think it's going to go to Frieren. Oshinoko Season 2 was good, but I don't feel like it was as hard-hitting on the human experience as the first season was. And I haven't seen Pluto or the Apothecary Diaries, so I'm going to go with Frieren. Because that's kind of the whole premise of Frieren is, like, the human experience. Like, that's the whole point of Frieren's quest to get to know humans better and build better relationships is to understand the human experience. That's like the whole point of the show. Best isekai. Oh, dude. A lot of slop I'm seeing in here. All right, so I haven't watched any of these except for Konosuba and Mushoku Tensei. Konosuba Season 3, spoiler alert, gets my vote right now. Mushoku Tensei Season 2. Okay. Here's the thing. I've elaborated on this every time this comes up, so I'll keep it short. Mushoku Tensei would get my vote for this section of the anime if not for bringing in the polygamy at the end in like the last 2 episodes or whatever. If they cut that out and didn't bring that in as a concept at all, Mushoku Tensei would get my vote. But I have such a huge problem with that. Like, even outside of, oh, I'm a Christian, I don't like polygamy, I think polygamy is wrong, and it doesn't, like, it practically doesn't work. Because humans were not meant to have those, like, multiple of those kind of relationships. Even from a story perspective, I don't think it works, because Sylphie was like, oh, well, that's just what Rudius does. And, like, Rudius kind of faces no negative consequences for essentially cheating on his wife after telling her that she could trust him and he wouldn't do that. And, like, I understand that Paul died and, like, it's really a huge thing to lose your dad. And he was kind of manipulated into it by Roxy. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I just don't think it was handled very well in the story. So, I don't know. No. Mushoku Tensei, I can't give it my vote. Konosuba Season 3 was hilarious. Say what you will about Konosuba. It is a little raunchy here and there. Which is why I usually don't recommend it in videos at all. Because I don't think it's... what's going on in Discord? What are you guys freaking out about? Ugh, they're freaking out about nothing. What a bunch of goobers. They got me all thinking like Switch 2 pre-orders dropped or something. Yeah, Konosuba Season 3 was hilarious. I binged it in like a day because I just couldn't stop. I was like, this is good. This is incredible. Best action. All right, what do we got here? Oh, there's Bleach again. Dandadan. Okay. Hashira training arc. All right, listen. I'm a Demon Slayer glazer, okay? I will glaze Demon Slayer all day. I don't think it has enough action in the Hashira training arc. Like, let's be real. Like, it, and I can't let Demon Slayer be carried by the final episode. Because, like, the action in the final episode is really good, but it, like, it can't carry the whole season. Kaiju had some really good action. Solo Leveling obviously has incredible action. And Windbreaker, I gotta go Solo Leveling. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Oh, that's local. That doesn't help me. Thanks, guys. Okay, anyway. Solo Leveling clears best action. Not even close. And that's just me. I'm gonna die on that hill. Hey, Melly's here. Yawning's here. What's up, guys? We're voting in the Anime Awards. Solo Leveling just got best action. I think we're gonna have to go back and do a reaction to all the winners. I think I need to figure out when they're doing the anime. Hold on. When are they doing the Anime Awards? I mean, 2 seconds. Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2025. When is it? Like, when are they actually doing it? Watch May 25th. Bro, that's so far away. What day is that? Is that a Monday? It's a Sunday. Oh, but it's like May 25th at like... It's going to be like May 25th at like 7:31 a.m. Japan time, which is like super early in the morning. Yeah, I no. We might have to do a reaction like that week. So yeah, yawning. We'll come back and talk about Nintendo at the end. Because I don't think this voting is going to take as long as I thought it was. So we can talk about like Switch 2 and stuff at the end. And we'll loop back around to that. Because I do have a lot of stuff to say that did not make it in my video. You voted solo for every category? Yeah, I know a lot of people who did that. All right, best comedy. Nokotan's out. We're not even having that conversation. Delicious in Dungeon, Konosuba, Mashal, Spy Family, Ranma 1.5, or Ranma 1 and 2, 1.5, however you say that. Nokotan. All right, not Nokotan. We've already gone over this. Not that funny. Jokes get recycled. Not funny. Didn't laugh. So it's one of these top. I feel like Mashal was funny, but it leans more into the action than it does the comedy. So, and Delicious in Dungeon is kind of. Do I try to make Note upset on purpose? No, I'm just authentically myself, man. I'm not afraid to mince opinions. I mean, yeah, Nokotan is an experience. I'm not going to say it's a great one. I wish they didn't recycle the same 3 jokes after episode 3. It's tough. For me, it's Konosuba or Spy Family. Spy Family Season 2 was so long ago. Can't wait for Season 3. Gonna have to cook up some Spy Family videos as we get to October. Dude, October's gonna be so busy. We got My Hero final season, Spy Family Season 3, One Punch Man Season 3, and a bunch of other stuff that's airing in October. This is hard. I gotta go. What was in Spy Family Season 2? Let me think. That was the cruise ship arc? I think I'm gonna go Spy Family. I like the comedy in Spy Family Season 2. For me, July is the insane season. Yeah, dude, July is crazy too. What's in July? Like Kaiju number 8, dandadan, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. There's a bunch of other stuff in July. We can look at Mal later and see what's coming up. We'll do that too. Okay, so that's best comedy. Best romance. This is my genre right here. All right, I've seen all of these except for Ranma. A Sign of Affection, Blue Box. Wow, Blue Box is here? Let's go. Makaine, Ranma, Scott Pilgrim. Wow, Scott Pilgrim? Really? That's an insane pick. And The Dangers of My Heart Season 2. Okay. Oh, thank you. I forgot Bunny Girl Senpai starts back in July. Ooh, that's another one. Yeah, we'll look at the Mal after, because that was something I wanted to do as a separate stream, but we'll do it tonight. We'll look at the Mal for the upcoming anime seasons and see what we got. This is hard. A Sign of Affection was really good. Hot take. I actually like this guy and this girl. I like their relationship a lot more than their relationship. Like, I like their relationship, right? But I like their relationship dynamic a lot more. Yeah, Bunny Girl Senpai is coming back in July. with the next arc. Whether or not they'll make the movies readily available so people can actually get caught up is a different story. But you know, choice word. Listen, I'm just saying. I'm not saying Yuki and what's his name? Itsuomi, I think is his name. I'm not saying they're bad. I think they're incredible for each other. But I personally like the dynamic of this guy and this girl a lot more. I understand his like unrequited love because she's in love with him, but then slowly realizes that she's actually in love with him. Like I appreciate that. So Blue Box. Blue Box is good, but I haven't like finished it yet. Mangaine is good. It's good. I'll leave it there. I think I gotta go with Dangers in My Heart season 2. I feel like that topped my romance for 2024. Yeah, that was last year. Yeah, Mangaine almost feels more like a comedy. Like, because, yeah, there's romance in it, but it's more about the comedy of what's happening than the actual romantic side to it. So I gotta go Dangers in My Heart. Yeah. Best background art? Okay, can you explain that to me? Atmospheric, breathtaking environments that serve as backdrop for anime narratives. Okay, so that's either gonna be Delicious in Dungeon or Frieren. Like, I'm sorry, Demon Slayer. I'm sorry. I can't. It's got to be Delicious or Frieren. Because when I think about all of the shows listed here, right? 2 of them I haven't seen. When I think about Frieren, I think about the gorgeous landscapes that they did for that anime to really sell the environment and sell this fantasy world. And Delicious in Dungeon is also very similar in the sense of like every floor of the dungeon felt different. Every environment they went to felt different. It felt unique. It didn't feel like they were like reusing anything unless they went back to, you know, the same floor, obviously. So for me, it's definitely those 2. This is hard. I'm trying to think back. I think we gotta go with Delicious in Dungeon. Guys, Freeren's taking an L on my board tonight. Apothecary Diaries, I need to add it to my list to watch. Yeah, I've seen like the first 3 episodes and then I just stopped and I haven't finished it. I know season 2 came out or is still coming out. Best Director. Bro, where's the director of My Hero Season 7? Completely reversed the trajectory of that anime. Get out of here, dude. I'm glad there's only 1 sequel season here, though. I'm glad they cut down on that. Because it used to be like... all sequel seasons. The director for My Hero Season 7 was actually a woman. Thank you very much. They finally figured it out. Okay, so Frieren technically is a 2023 anime, but it also started airing, like it aired the second core in the first half, or like in the winter 2024. But also the Anime Awards this year, because they changed their the window of what's acceptable, like to be nominated. This includes October 2023 to December 2024. So it includes a little bit longer than normal. So best director, Demon Slayer was directed well, but I still don't think it's the best season of Demon Slayer. I think, honestly, I gotta give it to dandadan. because that was like the one thing that really stood out to me from dandadan is how, and I saw him talk about it in an interview, I think on Crunchyroll. They talked about how they wanted all of the different like yokai and the aliens and stuff to have a different color palette, and they like the Serpo aliens in the first episode were blue, and then Turbo Granny was red, and the like Loch Ness monster thing and the like mantis shrimp guy was yellow, and Acro Silky was pink. Like they talked about the intentionality behind having everything have its own color, and like the one domain expansion guy was the alien sumo guy was black and white, except for Okarune's powers that were red. Like I really appreciated that, and I think that's why I have to give it to dandadan. You know who's not here? Jujutsu Kaisen. He's good. Jujutsu Kaisen. What do you mean you gotta finish it? You haven't even finished season 1? What, of dandadan? Weak. Don't get on my back about Apothecary Diaries if you haven't finished dandadan, okay? Best character design? Ooh, Kaiju number 8? Eliminated. They absolutely destroyed the character designs from the manga. Kaiju number 8? Out. Haven't seen Apothecary Diaries. Frieren had good... I feel like Frieren had good character design. Demon Slayer, the character art was really on point this season. Delicious in Dungeon was good. dandadan was good. No, JJK is not peak. If you say that again, I'm timing you out. No. We're not doing the Jujutsu Kaisen spiel. I'm not. I will not do it. I will say, in Kaiju number 8's defense, maybe they'll win next year. Because it seems like they're fixing some of the design, like they're tweaking some of the designs for season 2. Not by much, but they're moving in the right direction comparatively to the manga. Maybe I'll rant about Jujutsu Kaisen later. Maybe. Demon Slayer. Okay, it's going to either Demon Slayer or dandadan. I'm gonna give it to Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer needs a win today. At least for me. Demon Slayer needs a win. Best animation? Oh, no. Oh, this is a contentious... contentious category. We're about to see if Demon Slayer can be hard carried by its final episode. Cause like Ufotable does good work with Demon Slayer, right? But the problem with the Hashira training arc in general is that there's not a lot of action, and Ufotable really shines in the action, which is why Infinity Castle will be great, and why the other seasons were really good, because they work well in the action. And I think they did well with what they were given, but I don't think that last episode, as good as it is, as 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 it is, I don't think it can carry the whole season. Especially when you pull up something like Solo Leveling that was very consistent from start to finish. That was good. Kaiju number 8, the animation in Kaiju number 8 was good in like half the episodes. Like, you can tell where they spent more of the budget and like the time allocation for certain things. Delicious in Dungeon was gorgeous. So was dandadan. I think Science Seiru, Trigger, Madhouse, and A1 really did incredible with these shows that they were given. I'm also, can I just like side note, I'm really happy to see Delicious in Dungeon here because it was a Netflix exclusive anime, and I was worried it wouldn't get nominated because it's a Netflix exclusive anime. And I'm glad to see that Crunchyroll will branch outside of the stuff that they're allowed to air and include, like, they had Dangers in My Heart, which is a High Dive exclusive. Like, I'm I'm glad to see that they're able to like branch out and kind of host a like neutral anime awards per se, which is nice. I'm glad they're playing ball with the other streamings and still respecting anime as a medium instead of treating it like, oh, well, we can't air this, we can't air that. Everybody knows this is just season 1 of Solo Leveling, right? Like, this is not season 2. It's not factored into this at all. I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page there. Oh, dude, this is hard. Visually stunning in the way they bring their stories to life. Okay, again, where's My Hero Season 7, bro? Where's My Hero Season 7? It better... Do they have best ongoing series still? Best continue... Bro, if My Hero's not in here, I'm going to crash out. I'm going to go crazy. If My Hero is not in best continuing series, I'm going to lose it. Mark my words. I know the My Hero movie is up for the film. I know that because I saw that. But if it's not in best continuing series, I'm going to lose it, dude. It's still going to lose to One Piece, which is stupid, but, you know, it's fine. This is hard. Okay, I'm eliminating frieren. Frieren was good, but I'm cutting frieren out. Process of elimination. Here we go. Delicious in the Dungeon was good. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I have to eliminate Solo Leveling from my list on this one. Because it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. Solo Leveling Season 1 was really good. The animation was great. The fight with Igris at the end was really good. But I have to take it out because I feel like this needs to either go to Trigger or Science Seru. And I think I got to give it to dandadan. They did some crazy stuff with the animation in dandadan. And I really appreciate the time and the care and the love that they put into it. So best animation goes to dandadan. Best original anime. Have I seen any of these? I sure haven't. I did not get around to watching any of these. I really wanted to watch Girls Band Cry, but it didn't come to like a streaming service until November. And I didn't get a chance to watch it. I heard Jellyfish Can't Swim was good. I've heard Train to the End of the World is good. I heard the Ninja Kamui anime was a little eh. And then I watched like the first couple episodes of Metallic Rouge and I never finished it. So I'm going to abstain from this category because I haven't seen any of these and I don't want to just pick one at random. Does anybody in chat want to pick one? I'll let you guys pick this one. First person to pick an anime on this list, that's what we're voting for. That's all I have to say about that. Jellyfish? All right. Oh, Melly, you weren't fast enough. Sorry. You got Jellyfish. JJK's not on there. All right, best new series. It's literally just all the same shows we've been voting on. Best new series? No shot. dandadan. Easy. Not even close. Sorry, guys. dandadan is peak. Best continue. There it is! Yeah! Not even. No hesitation. No hesitation, bro. My Hero Season 7. I don't even need to see the other one. My Hero Season 7. Done. Done. Best continuing series. Easy. Easy. Season 7, easily the best season of the entire series. One Piece is always on here, and One Piece is always gonna win, which is so... I really hope something other than One Piece wins. Oshinoko was good, Demon Slayer was good, Spy Family was good, but My Hero Season 7, dude. Best season of the entire show. Alright, what do we got? Film of the year. Oh, dude, My Hero here again. We're cooking. Haikyuu, the dumpster battle. Yeah, it's because Haikyuu's trash. Look Back was really good. I enjoyed that one. I haven't seen Mononoke. Max uses his member chat to say MHA is mid at best. I haven't seen season 7. Well, you should watch season 7. The Colors Within, I haven't gotten to see it because it just came out in the States in like January and I didn't have time to go see it. Spy Family Code White was good. Could have been better. Well, actually, no, it couldn't have been better. It was good. I need to rewatch it. I need to see if my girlfriend's watched Spy Family. I don't know if she has. Because if not, we should watch that and then watch the movie. I gotta go with Your Next, though. My Hero peaked with All Might, and it's been slop ever since. That's an L take. That's not even an L take. That's just a trash take. That's terrible. I think My Hero only gets better when you take All Might out of the picture. Because it, like, the whole point of My Hero is, like, to put the next generation up and, like, let the next generation carry on the torch. So I think All Might passing the torch, ironically enough, as we look at the Your Next, which is kind of also which is also the premise of Your Next, is like it's trying to pass the torch onto that next generation, and I think it handles that theme very well. So, hey, listen, All Might is still fighting. He's just fighting in a different way than everyone else. So, all right, I think Anime of the Year, that's the last category. All right, what do we got? Let me guess. Put predictions here based on what we've been voting on. Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, dandadan, frieren, Delicious in Dungeon, and Apothecary Diaries. Oh! What did I tell you? Dandadan, Delicious in Dungeon, frieren, Apothecary, Solo, Kaiju. What did I tell you? They gave it away based on all of that. Which, granted, you're supposed to go the other direction, so you already know Anime of the Year going into it. So I get it. That's on me for doing it backwards. But still, Anime of the Year 2025. So the best anime that came out from October 23 to December 24. It's not Kaiju number 8. I'm sorry. It's not Apothecary Diaries. I'm sorry. It's not frieren. I'm sorry. Delicious was good, but it's not Delicious. Let me double check something here. Let's take a look-see here, okay? Let's take a look-see. Because the only person I trust right now is myself. That's the only person I trust at the moment. So, you might be thinking, what do you mean the only person you trust is yourself? Let's go take a look at how I ranked my 2024 anime. Oh, would you look at that? Dandadan above Solo Leveling, which means that we're going to go over here and we're going to click Dandadan and we're going to click BAM, because Dandadan deserves it. Listen, I'm a Solo Leveling glazer all day, but I still think Solo Leveling Season 2 hard carries the entire show. Like, Season 1 is good, but I think Season 2 really elevated that show for me personally. So, yeah, I'm the only person I trust. I put Dandadan at the top. And that's that about that. All right, share your ballot. Hold on. I got to download this real quick. We got to download these. Is it gonna? Oh, it is. Okay. Save image as. Lol. I love that it doesn't have the best voice performance ones saved. That's incredible. Crunchyroll Anime Awards voting 25. Put that on my desktop for now. And then we're going to go back, download the vertical. Because I got to post it on socials and be like, hey, guys, check this out. Dude, dandadan. Hold on. Let's take a look at this. Actually, hold on. I'll pull up the horizontal one because that'll be better for what we're going to do here. Okay, let's go back. Open up the horizontal here. All right, let's take a look here. So, to recap, we got kaiju. I went pretty dandadan across the board. I think this is a pretty like varied vote. Like I didn't hard pivot to like Solo or Demon Slayer. I only picked Demon Slayer twice, which is crazy. So yeah, I mean that's that about that. We are gonna I think we got like another half hour, maybe 45 minutes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump over to Mal and talk about my spring anime watch list, and then we might dabble into the summer and the fall if they have them up. So we'll do that, and then maybe talk some Switch 2 at the end. We'll see. It's kind of just become a just chatting stream now. So I'm going to be right back because I got to rearrange some stuff on the camera, and then we'll be all good. So we will be right back. All right, we are back. Got Mal pulled up here for the spring 2025 season. We got a lot of stuff here. And I'm just going to kind of go over, like, what I'm planning to watch. Not necessarily, like, everything that I'm going to end up watching. But just everything I'm planning on watching this season, which I still have a couple shows from the winter season that I need to finish, because I told myself I'm not allowed to start any spring shows until I finish the winter shows. I have one more that I need to finish, and then I'm good, and then I can start, which is fine because it gives time for like some of these shows to build up and some of them for the dub to come out. So, top 3 row here, Fire Force Season 3, Lazarus, and Windbreaker Season 2. Definitely watching all of those. Fire Force Season 3, I'm waiting for the dub, but I'm looking forward to that. Lazarus, I'm waiting to figure out where to watch it. Because I don't know where to watch it. So... But I've heard Lazarus is good. It's by, like, the same person who made Cowboy Bebop, I think. Adult Swim. Oh, that's awesome. So that means Hulu. Probably. Windbreaker Season 2. I'm also waiting for the dub on that. I'm not, like, super worried about it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to those. The beginning after the end is on my list, but I've heard the animation is really bad. So we'll see. That might be one I also wait for a potential dub on and just see where we're going with that. So yeah, we'll see about that. My Hero Academia Vigilantes, I already started that. This is the one exception to my not starting any spring anime rules because it's My Hero, and I'm really excited. First episode is incredible. I'm very excited for more Vigilantes, so we'll see how that goes. And then moving down here. So what's that? How many is that right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, we're at 5. Witch Watch was on my radar from the start. From the jump, but then I found out Asobi's doing the opening, and it like jumped up way on my list of things to watch. So I might start the sub on that one. I know they said the dub is coming like end of April, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to wait that long. Melly, why are you iffy on watching Vigilantes? Hold on. Let's talk about this. Why are you iffy on watching Vigilantes? Can I open the PV? Are you gonna let me? Kind of. So why are you iffy on Vigilantes? I'm curious now. Cause like here's the best part about Vigilantes, and people asked me about this when I posted my like mini review on the community tab, is you don't really have to know anything about My Hero to watch this show. You don't have to be caught up on the manga. You don't have to be caught up on the anime. If anyone has never seen My Hero Academia proper, you don't have to watch Vigilantes. And I think that's the best part about it, is it's a true spin-off in that sense. I think there are certain aspects of it, like there are some overlapping characters like Aizawa and Midnight's in it, Present Mike's in it, All Might's in the first episode like a little bit. There's some like overlapping characters, and you'll get like some backstory on those characters in Vigilantes, but it's not necessarily like you have to have seen My Hero. You feel like I'm invested in the MHA world? I don't know if I like a new cast of characters within the same world. I feel like that would increase your enjoyment of it, is if you enjoy My Hero's world and like the world that Horikoshi created, I think you'd like Vigilantes because it's a different aspect of My Hero. Like, it's not like, obviously they're not, they're not in school. So it's even a different take on that because like Koichi, the main character, is a college student. And Knuckle Duster is like kind of a older dude, and then Pop Step is a like pop star, and I think she's also like college age. Also, this series dives into, if anybody remembers from season 4, the drug that was on the streets. I can't remember if what's the name of Overhaul's group? Why can't I remember the name? Overhaul's group. What's the name of his like group that he leads? The Shie Hasaikai. If you remember, the drug, not the one they were making with Eri that rewound people and got rid of their quirks, the trigger, which was something that I think the Shie Hasaikai was putting it out on the streets, but I don't think they were manufacturing it. Anyway, Trigger, which is in the main series, is a big part of Vigilantes. And it does tie into the main series in that way. So, yeah, I think give Vigilantes, like, and it's being simuldubbed. So if you want to just check out the dub, you can just go through it, or you can watch it subbed. Either way, I watched the dub on Monday. I think it's pretty good. So I say just give it a shot. Check out the first few episodes. If you don't like it, don't watch it. But I think if you enjoy My Hero as much as I know you do, I think you'll like Vigilantes. I think you'll like it. Yes, it is on Crunchyroll. New episodes drop on Mondays at like 10:15 in the morning, which works out great for me because then I can watch them on my lunch break at work. So, all right, that's my Vigilantes spiel over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 anime already. 6 with Witch Watch, which, like I said, is higher on my list because I heard about Yoasobi doing the opening. This one, Can a Boy-Girl Friendship Survive, has been on my radar since I saw like one of the fringe anime accounts on Twitter that I follow posted like the key visual. And I was like, oh, that art looks really good. I like the character design. So I kind of just kept following it, and now it's here. So, like I said, I gotta finish this other winter's show before I can start anything. So I'm kind of hoping that like it'll drop a dub. If not, it's fine. There's a lot of these like kind of more niche romance anime that don't get dubbed. Like I just finished I Married the Girl I Hate in My Class or something. What is it called? It was a winter show. This one, I'm Getting Married to a Girl I Hate in My Class. All subbed. Very good show. Wow. I can't believe how many of these I started. Hold on. Let's just recap the not to sidetrack. Let me just recap my winter real quick. Because I tried a new strategy in the winter, and I think it went pretty well. So I kind of just started watching whatever. Solo Leveling Season 2, obviously good. Sakamoto Days I'm watching with friends at church, so I'm a little behind on that one, but we're watching it together. Haven't watched Apothecary Diaries. Haven't gotten this far in Dr. Stone to watch the like final season. 100 Girlfriends, I hate that show so much. I'm Getting Married to a Girl I Hate in My Class. I loved that. Zenshu, I loved that. I haven't watched My Happy Marriage Season 2 yet. I started Guild Receptionist, gave it the 3-episode test, and I dropped it because I didn't like it. Honey Lemon Soda, I also gave the 3-episode test and dropped because I didn't like it. I want to watch I Have a Crush at Work, but it doesn't have an official English release as of right now. Medica Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms. I dropped that after episode 2, mainly because I didn't like how fan servicey it was. And I also didn't like the main premise of this, like, girl is trying to seduce this guy with her body. I was like, I don't like that. And there's all these, like, panty shots and, oh no, I got wet and now my shirt is super tight and you can see my bra. Oh no. Like, when you watch anime, there's a level of fan service that is to be expected because it's anime. But I felt like this one went way over that line, and it sucks because what I hate is the dub has, what's his name? It's the guy who voices Ishigami in the dub of Love is War, and I love him because I think he's hilarious. But I don't know. I couldn't finish it. I didn't watch any of these. I haven't gotten to Hanako-kun Season 2 yet. I'm still on Season 1. Amaku MD is the one show that I need to finish before I can start spring stuff. And it's all dubbed, so I need to just watch it. I just haven't had the time. Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf is one that I wanted to watch. Yeah, so I can't watch anime like this either. In high school, absolutely, I would have just pushed through it. But I feel like now, with where I'm at in my Christian walk, I just can't justify watching it anymore. So if it gets too fan servicey, I'm like, I'm out. I'm not even gonna tempt myself or put myself in that situation. So I wanted to watch Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf, but I never got around to it. And then I think that's it. Oh, Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You. I gave this one the 3-episode test. I couldn't even finish episode 3, and I dropped that sucker. So that was out of here, and then I think that was it. Yeah. So essentially what I'm saying is for the winter season, what I tried was just starting a bunch of stuff that looked good, giving it the 3-episode test, and then seeing what stuck after the 3-episode test. And what's interesting is, like, Zenshu, I needed to get to episode 4 before I was really invested. But I knew after the 3 episodes that I was, like, invested enough that I could give it just one more, and then after that, Zenshu hooked me. And it was a Mappa original, which is incredible. So anyway, back to spring 2025. Witch Watch is on there. Can a boy-girl friendship survive? I'm looking forward to that. From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman has me on the title alone, and just based on that premise, I am gonna I'm gonna check it out at least give it the 3-episode test. And I thought, like, oh no, this is gonna be another isekai, and he's gonna be a guy who gets reincarnated. No, it's like actually a fantasy anime, and I'm like, yes, this is good. This is good. So this one, it started airing last week. Is it on Crunchyroll is the question of the day. Let's find out. I don't think it is. I don't think this one was on Crunchyroll. I doubt it. Yeah. Crunchyroll, I get it. You accepted your terms. Let me sign in. I don't understand why Crunchyroll can't just leave me logged in on the browser. I wish they would. Let's see. From old... Yeah, no, if it was on there, it would have popped up by now. Your wife gets really uncomfortable with fan service or any allusion to incest. Even Gurren Lagann was hard for her to get through. Yeah, I can understand that. I think fan service is a very reasonable thing to be uncomfortable around. Like, I don't think that's unreasonable, especially for Christians. I think fan service is a very reasonable thing to be skeptical of. And I understand Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann kind of has it rough. As good as that show is, like, story-wise, I can understand that. Like, it's a little rough. So I get that. So that one's on my list. So that puts us at 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. Let's see. What else am I thinking about watching this season? Okay. All right. You guys got to hear me out on this one. Okay. You guys got to hear me out on this one. You guys got to hear me out on this one. While we're on the topic of incest, right? You guys just got to hear me out on this one. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. So, watching this series is very contingent. It has a massive asterisk next to it. Because here's the thing. This is the new series by the author of Rent-A-Girlfriend. And the curse is that Rent-A-Girlfriend's author has an impeccable talent for character design. Impeccable talent for character design, but like simply no writing at all. Like no writing skills whatsoever. Nothing. So this one is very contingent on how they Nick begins his incest defense arc. No. I actually hate incest. But this series is very contingent on how they try to pitch the whole, well, we're not blood related. Because like it talks about the youngest sister turns 15. Their father reveals a long hidden secret. And like the long hidden secret is that like they're not all related. Which is why they all have like different hair color and different eye color. Like, so it depends on how they pull that off. Because it could go one of two ways. It could be like, well, I'm your father biologically, but all of you have different mothers. Which means they're all technically blood related. Which is not okay. But if you try to swing it in like I took you under my wing and we all just kind of live in the same house, but you're not blood related, then it's passable. I'm just kind of here. I'm looking at this the same way I look at Rent-A-Girlfriend. I'm not expecting anything crazy. I'm not expecting anything good. I'm just here to see what happens. And if we happen to get any kind of good content story-wise out of it, great. If not, we have some good art, and that's it. And like, if I don't like the justification in episode 1 or 2, whenever they try to like justify how this romance is gonna work, we're out of here. We're dropping it. We're not. Nah. I'm just more in it to see like how do they justify this? Yeah, such a cop out. Well, we're not blood related, so yeah, it's such a stupid thing. It's like if you're gonna go like that, we're not blood related. Well, then just don't make them siblings. Like, just make it a normal romance. Why does it have to be like, I don't know. The first line of the synopsis being the love between brother and sister, the love between man and woman, that which is most forbidden is most unyielding, does not give me good promise. That does not give me good. It does not give me good vibes, actually. I'm not feeling incredible about that. So that one's on my list. We'll see how that goes. Your Forma was on my list, but it's on like the most niche streaming service known to man. Don't talk to me about your weird manhwa. Get out of here, bro. Hey, we speaking of stuff, we got a new Gundam, which maybe this one won't be gay. Can you go away? Thank you. Maybe this Gundam won't be gay, and it'll actually be good. Because Witch from Mercury was not that good. My only complaint on this one is they went back to 3D mechs instead of doing the 2D mechs, and that was the one strength that Witch from Mercury had, was it was 2D mechs, even though it was lame and gay. Which, by the way, I guess, like, that's the funny thing about Witch from Mercury, is, like, they ended it with the two, like, girls getting together, and then they had to issue some kind of statement that was like, actually, that's not canon. We're reversing that because everyone got upset. I was like, I see. So I don't know. This one could be good. It's on Amazon Prime Video, which means I have to watch ads, which is lame. But yeah, we'll see. I'm always up for a new Gundam. I still have not found a Gundam I liked since Iron-Blooded Orphans. And I've tried... What? I tried, Wing? Was it Wing? I'm trying to remember which one it was. Yes, it was Gundam Wing. I tried that one and I couldn't get into it. I watched the, like, very first Gundam movie when it came back to theaters with one of my friends because he's really into Gundam. I didn't really care for that. And I never finished Witch from Mercury because I didn't like it. So we'll see. Maybe I'll like this one and maybe it'll be less gay. That's the hope, isn't it? What's up, Just Stormy? I've heard this Anne Shirley is going to be good. Okay, this one's kind of wild. Where'd it go? This one. I kind of want to watch this one just on the title alone. The Gorilla God's Go-To Girl unexpectedly receives a blessing of the Gorilla God. And, like, I don't know. This one seems like it could be kind of stupid and kind of funny. So I'm like, we'll see how this goes. I don't know. It might be really dumb. I don't know. I might watch that one. Yaiba, I've heard, is good. I've seen the opening and it looks really good, just visually. I would really like to watch the Dinner Table Detective. I like the art on the key visual here, and I think the premise sounds really interesting. So, I don't know. I think it could be fun. We'll see. I think this is another Prime Video here in the States. Are there any thriller or supernatural anime coming out this year? I don't know. We'll do a Google search here in a second and see what we can find. Apocalypse Hotel, the premise sounds really interesting, so I might check that one out. And I think that's it for the spring season. I think that's my list for the spring season. How many is that? Let's see. Checking out, not finishing, but taking a look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 potentials. We'll see how many of them make it by the time we get to summer, which, let's take a look. What's coming out in the summer? Summer's pretty packed. Summer is going to be the romance anime fans' dream, which is going to be great. I'm excited for the summer. We got Dress Up Darling Season 2, dandadan Season 2, Kaiju number 8 Season 2, Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4. It's all right. Bunny Girl Senpai is coming back after like 30,000 years of not being back. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, which I'm very excited for, because my girlfriend is also very excited for it. So like I was excited for it because I've heard a lot of good things, but because she's excited about it, I'm also like excited about it. Am I reading Fragrant Flower? No, I'm waiting for the anime at this point. Sakamoto Days comes back. Gachi Akata, I've heard, is really good, and it's going to be done by Bones. Rent a Girlfriend Season 4. Top Tier Slop is back on the menu, boys. There's the Summer Hikaru Dai. That's the one you guys were talking about. A couple of Cuckoo season 2. I didn't even know that series was getting a season 2. So it's another romance anime on the list. Hanako-kun's coming back in the summer. This Silent Witch one looks really interesting. I might check that out. And then okay, so this one looks interesting. I know that's another romance. That's another romance. I've seen this one. That one's been on my list for a while. And I think that's like, those are the heavy hitters for the summer. Romance fans were eating good. Oh, I remember seeing the controversy about this one. Yeah, this one's like all about cheating, and everyone was like, no thank you, I'm good actually. Which is based. Don't watch that. It's slop. All right. So let's see. How many romance do we have in July alone? One. Okay, so we Dress Up Darling. I'm not going to count Dandadan. It's more of a shonen action. Call of the Night. Bunny Girl Senpai. Fragrant Flower. Rent a Girlfriend. Couple of Cuckoos. That's just the 6 I'm looking at. This is definitely a romance, so that's 7. That's a romance, which is 8. That's another romance, which is 9. Yeah, summer is going to be the time for romance fans. It's going to be great. We're going to be eating good, okay? We're going to be doing incredible. And then the fall, let's see. Oh, dude, the fall is stacked, dude. Look at this. Look at this 3-pack right here. One Punch Man Season 3. Spy Family Season 3. My Hero Academia Final Season. Dude. I'm pretty sure these are all on Saturday, too. Because Spy Family was always a Saturday. My Hero is always a Saturday. I'm pretty sure One Punch Man is also a Saturday. So that's going to go crazy. That's a romance. Sometimes the fall romance goes crazy. So we'll see how the fall plays out. We don't have the entire fall schedule yet. Oh, true. Infinity Castle does come out in the fall. I don't know why that wasn't listed in the summer. Why was that not listed summer 25 with everything else? Unless they list movies separately. ONA movie. Oh, yeah, there it is. Infinity Castle is coming in July in Japan. And then, do they list it in the fall for the US? I don't think they do. No. They don't list. These aren't US release dates. Oh, can we talk about this one real quick? Okay, I'm not going to watch this, but I thought this was really funny because if you watch the preview for this anime, it looks like a really normal romance anime, and you're like, oh, this looks really wholesome and sweet, and then it smacks you in the face. Hold on, can I play the preview? Don't play audio, but just like, look, like you see how this is like normal, like romance anime, like it looks fine, and you're like, oh, there's the guy, and then like out of nowhere, it just smacks you with this dude. Like, he just comes out of nowhere. It caught me so off guard. I was watching the preview on Twitter. Which was crazy. I was like, oh, okay. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, Infinity Castle is September for all of us normies, not who aren't in Japan. Which is going to be a great time to be on the channel, because I have to go from, like, Demon Slayer videos in like July, August, October, September, and then September to October to the end of the year is going to be all like My Hero heavy content. So I'm sorry in advance, but dude, I can't believe My Hero's ending, dude. And it's gonna be like, it's definitely a 1-core season, which means it's only like 12 to 13 episodes, which means it's done in 2025. Like, there's no way they seep into 2026. It's over this year. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy to me. But yeah, so finally, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm not emotionally ready for My Hero to be over. I wasn't ready for the manga to be over, but the thing about like the manga being over, right, is I knew, oh, we still have the final season coming out, and like it'll be fine because we still have the anime, but like the anime is over. So I'm thinking about recording reactions to every episode and then like splicing them together and like doing cut up stuff just for fun. Not even like, oh, I'm doing it for clicks, like just so I have it and can like capture my reaction, which is going to require me to actually have free Saturdays. So yeah, that's kind of what's coming up on the anime sphere. This is what I've got on my watch list for the spring. We'll see. Some of these might get videos. They probably won't. A lot of them, because I'm using this time before the summer, because like as we see, the summer is really full. And there's a couple, like I want to do a kaiju video before kaiju comes out. Dress Up Darling video probably before Dress Up like Bunny Girl Senpai. Like there's a couple that I want to hit before the summer starts. Maybe a couple like Should Christians Watch on the series that are like recurring, just so those are out. But yeah, I mean, I probably won't cover a ton of spring stuff just because I'm working on other stuff. So, and I'm trying to watch more anime like just for fun, because I don't want to like something I've heard from a lot of like Giguk and the other big like anime YouTubers who do this full time is when all you're doing is watching anime for videos, you kind of get burnt out on watching anime because it's like, oh, I have to watch this for a video. Oh, I have to do this for a video. So that's why I'm trying to find like Solo Leveling is one of those shows for me where I'm like, I am making it a point that I will not make a dedicated video on Solo Leveling because I want it to be a show that I can just enjoy outside of making videos. And same goes for like Fire Force Season 3, Windbreaker Season 2. Like I know I did a video on Windbreaker. And there will be like fringe cases here and there where like I finished Windbreaker and I was like, oh, I really want to make a video on that. And I had a clear vision of what I wanted to do with that. But I don't want to go into every anime with that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to start, I don't want to start Witch Watch with the expectation that I'm going to make a video. I want to just watch Witch Watch, and if something comes up, then I'm like, oh, I feel like I could make a really good video on that. Then we go down the path of maybe making a video on that. So I'm trying to get back into like just watching anime for fun. Because I did feel like I was getting burned out on anime, and I'm like, well, this is the only thing I like to watch, so I can't really, drop it because this is the only like type of content I like to watch. So, which is why you'll see my videos for May and June are very dependent on shows I've already watched. Like there's a lot of, there's a couple My Hero videos in there. There's a Demon Slayer video in there. There was supposed to be a One Piece video in there. But see, that's also an issue I'm running into with One Piece, is I feel like I'm already getting burnt out on One Piece because I feel like I have to watch it for a video. I'm not watching One Piece because I want to watch One Piece. I'm watching it because I'm like, oh, I need to take notes for this video. Oh, I need to do this for this video. Which is a hard balance because I really want to keep doing the One Piece series. I think it's incredible that I'm able to go back and watch my progression across every arc, even just the 3 that I've seen. But I'm getting to a point where I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch One Piece because I'm not ready to make that video yet. Like, I'm not ready to start scripting that video. And I'm thinking of a way to make the next video a little different and segment it out and essentially be like, do an arc review and then just like stitch it together in one video and be like, here's my thoughts on this arc and here's my thoughts on this arc and here's like, and go through all the arcs in that saga. But the problem is those then become disjointed from each other and you don't really get to do the like a full picture review like I did with Skypiea. So it's hard because like if I was watching One Piece on my own, not making a video, I probably would be post time skip if not caught up. Just at the rate that I watch anime. But the videos are significantly slowing that down. And then I get people in the comments who are like, well, when's the next One Piece video? What are like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you do realize I like to watch other things other than One Piece, and I already have limited enough time as it is. So the One Piece videos come out when they come out. Like, maybe it's 3 months, maybe it's 4 months. I don't know. Like, get off my back. So that's kind of my philosophy on videos going forward. Like, if I see something and I think, oh, that might be something fun to do. And, like, there's a video I'm working on right now that's called A Video About Random Anime That I Like. And it's just, like, 5 or 6 anime. Solo leveling's in there. But it's part of a video. It's not a dedicated video. Solo leveling's in there. And it's really just, like, a video for a bunch of anime that I wanted to talk about that I didn't... Like, I couldn't get the script to justify a full video. So I just kind of shoved them all together. So, yeah, I'm trying not to let the videos ruin my One Piece experience. So I'm, like, trying to take my time. But also the problem with taking my time is I don't, like... I fill the spot that I would use to watch One Piece with other stuff. Well, see, here's the thing. I have been making videos per saga. Like, I did East Blue, Alabasta, and Skypiea. And those are all, like, I covered the entire saga. And I talked about this on my One Piece stream, where the issue what I was running into was, like, I was scripting the video at the end of the saga, but it might have taken me 2 months to watch that saga. And I don't remember anything from the beginning of the saga. So when I get to the end, I'm like scrounging to go through the wiki page and do all this research and like figure out what the heck happened. So I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what we're doing with One Piece. I might just start watching and combine all of it into one massive video and say, hey, here's my thoughts from, what am I on? Water 7 to, I think Summit War is the last saga pre-time skip. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the One Piece videos. Because here's my thing. This was like one of the reasons I didn't start watching One Piece right away. Or like why I avoided One Piece for so long is I personally would rather watch 12 different anime in the spring and have like a variety of stuff than just watch One Piece. And that's the problem I'm running into is like, I'm 207 episodes in, and I'm like, I mean, One Piece is good. I'm enjoying it, but like, I like watching new stuff. I like watching the new stuff that comes out in the spring, and there's so much that comes out that I'm like, I don't have time to watch all of this and One Piece. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with One Piece. I don't know. We'll see. The One Piece videos was an ambitious project, and I want to see it through to the end. I want to finish the videos, at least to get caught up. After that, I don't know. But, like, I want to get caught up, and I want to keep doing the videos. So, yeah, like, One Piece is, 1,000 episodes, and that's, like, I don't know, 100 different 12-episode romance anime? Like, I could watch My Hero like 10 times over before I'd be caught up on One Piece. Like, it's such a commitment that I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's brutal out here. It's rough. We'll see. So who's to say? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with the One Piece videos at the moment. We'll see. I might do them more. I might combine them down, and I don't know. I gotta figure something out. Something I debated was like finishing the saga and then just doing like a Q&A stream and talking about it that way instead of trying to do like a highly produced video, because that's also part of the stress. Is like I have to script an entire video and then record it and then edit and then like get the B-roll together, send the B-roll off to the editor. Like, in doing all of that, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of work. So what I might do is go up to the time skip with videos, and then post time skip, it's just we're doing like monthly One Piece streams just to see where I'm at. Just so that there's some kind of like finality to the videos. Because I don't want to just drop it after Skypiea. And I only have... hold on. We're going to pull up the One Piece chart here. I pulled this up on my last stream. So I am right here. I'm in Water 7. So I'd only have 3 more videos, which granted, Summit War is going to be a massive video because it's a lot. I mean, it goes from what, 385 to 516. Like, it's a lot. But my thought is we do videos on the first 6 sagas, right? And then everything post time skip, all of this is like monthly, just check in, hey, where are we at with One Piece? Here's like, and then go from there. I think that's probably what's going to end up happening, because otherwise I'm going to burn myself out and I'm never going to get caught up on One Piece. So, which is fine, because if I know like, oh, once I get to the end of Summit War, the videos are done. Like, that was the video series, was just doing that. And then, because I also I really liked doing the One Piece stream I did, because like people came in and like we were chatting and like Q&A back and forth and like having a lot of discussion about it, and I liked that. It was a community event where people could come in and we could interact and engage and just have a good time. And I really like doing that instead of like putting together this video. And sometimes I don't have a ton to say to fill out a script for a video, and I'm just like, because that was what I ran into with Skypiea was, I mean, Skypiea was good, but like I don't know how I stretched it out to be that long of a video. I really don't. It's by the grace of God that video was over 10 minutes. So yeah, I don't know about One Piece. Let's see. Can I give you guys like a sneak preview of the videos to come? Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of what is on the schedule right now. And then, this is not going to stick, but this is just for everyone who's here. Okay. So, here's the April. We're in Canva now. This is where I make all my stuff. So, like, here's April. We got the Switch 2 video, which I'm really happy with. It's underperforming compared to the other videos I've put out on the channel, but that was also expected because it's a gaming video on a channel where my main demographic is anime. So I understand that, which is why it's paired with this this video, because I feel like that's going to, bring us back. And I'm also really proud of this video. I think that one turned out really well. So here's the May schedule for now. We have a video about random anime I like. Demon Slayer made me a better Christian, which I need to fix that title. I need to, re-up that title a little bit. And then should we sympathize with evil, and should Christians watch anime? So this is what I was talking about, like doing weekly videos in May. And none of this is set in stone, by the way. None of this is set in stone until this gets posted on the community tab. Like, I was making changes to this April schedule up until, like, the day of. And it just depends on my schedule and what videos I'm able to get done. But this is, like, in an ideal world. I need to update that thumbnail, too. That's an old thumbnail. And then June right now is these two, which I think this video, Why Deku is the Perfect Hero, is going to get put here. It's either going to get put here or it's going to get put here. But it's going to go in the May schedule somewhere because I don't want to have like a whole month that's just my hero. I do want to spread it out, get a little diversity in there for the some people who, you know, aren't into my hero. But yeah, that's what we're cooking right now. All of those videos, I've kind of pretty much started the script. I just need to actually, like, finish them. So we'll see how that all shakes out. But I think for now, we're going to end the stream here. So it's good to be back. I'm so glad to be back to streaming. I miss streaming so much between being sick and being gone and, you know, the whole shebang. So if you're here watching live, thanks for watching live. If you're watching after the fact, don't worry. I'm going to put out when I put out the VOD and I get the times right, I'm going to timestamp between the Anime Awards and the, you know, spring stuff. If you're still here, come back tomorrow night, same time. I'm going to be playing Doom Eternal. We are going to be trying to finish Doom Eternal in the next week or so. Like between tomorrow and the next stream, we're going to try to finish Doom Eternal. So come check out Doom tomorrow. I already know what game we're doing after Doom, but we got to finish Doom before I can announce anything. So, and I have a good reason too. So that being said, thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys in the next stream tomorrow night. Until then, peace out.